Shaken yet standing firm. This is Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands. And now, The Business Buzz, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. This is where we address the business topics that matter. Radio Cayman's Business Buzz. Here's your host, Sabrina Turner.
Good morning, Cayman, and welcome to Radio Cayman's Business Buzz. I'm your host, Sabrina Turner, and the Business Buzz is brought to you every Tuesday and Thursday from 7:30 a.m. till approximately 9 a.m., having two segments. It's proudly sponsored by greenturtle.ky. Get your new phone at greenturtle.ky. No stress, no fuss at greenturtle.ky. Also brought to you by Cayman Medical Supplies. Call them at 949-6211, and by Grape Tree Cafe in Bodden Town. Telephone them to order your food in advance at 324-5860. It is my pleasure this morning to hear all about the farewell event for UCCI President Mr. J.A. Roy Bodden, and the Board of Governors invites the public to join the UCCI community as they celebrate the achievements and bid farewell to a visionary leader, an outstanding educator, a man of standard, President J.A. Roy Bodden, who's retiring at the end of the year. To tell us more about this farewell event, we are pleased to have in studio and be joined by Dr. Livingston Smith, who's Vice President and Provost, and he's also joined by Mr. Anthony Rich, who is Chair of UCCI Board of Governors, and Ms. Cristel Sanchez, Director of Marketing, PR, and Alumni. Pleasure to have you all in studio and excited to hear more, but saddened all in the same tone. I don't know how those two mix, but it is the truth. It's a pleasure to have you in to tell us more, and thank you for allowing Radio Cayman and the Business Buzz especially to put the spotlight on this occasion. But, welcome.
Yep, good morning, and thank you as well, Sabrina.
Mr. Rich, please tell us about the event that the Board of Governors is hosting in honor of President Bodden.
Sure, delighted to. So on Monday, December 3rd, from 6 to 8 p.m., we're having a farewell event. I think we prefer not to call it a farewell event, but we're having a celebration of President Bodden's term in office, 9 years at the University College of the Cayman Islands. We're very excited, of course, to be celebrating President Bodden's term in office. He's had many successes, and we're inviting the general public, and of course, we're going to be there as a board of governors. Previous board representatives will be there, the ministry will be there, and we're inviting the public in particular to come out and celebrate with him. He has many, many friends, and his achievements are numerous, and we'd love to have people come out and recognize him along with us and celebrate those successes.
Right. So just to get a little bit into your business, what message does the board have for President Bodden as he prepares to demit office? I want to get a little snippet.
Well, we're going to have a number of speakers, and of course they're all going to wish him well. Some people, of course, have a much longer history in terms of knowing President Bodden before his term in office as president. And I'm hoping that we can have a series of rich presentations that speak to his many achievements and accomplishments across Cayman. He has indeed been a nation builder. Right. And he set the standard for many across, not just the university, but across Cayman. He's an author, as you know, and we expect him to have a fairly active retirement. I believe he's going to continue to write. I know that he has a number of special interests that are, a number of things he's very passionate about, and we expect him to stay fairly active with his church, of course, as well, and seeing, of course, many friends. So we wish him well. We wish him a very long and a lovely and a fulfilling retirement, and we believe that through his activities in terms of those I've just mentioned and others, and hopefully still some with the university, that we'll continue to see President Bodden lead in a number of different ways, provide an example for many, young and old, and show us what retirement ought to look like. So sure. I believe that I think he's going to be enjoying his retirement and doing it in a very fulfilling way. And I'm looking forward to still engaging with him.
Of course.
So we thank him immensely as well for his commitment and contribution to Cayman and to education.
So how can people learn more about the event, Mr. Ridge?
There are a number of different ways. Of course, they can reach out to faculty and staff if they have, friends at the University College. We also encourage people to actually RSVP at our email address, which is bog@ucci.edu.ky. We think that's also important because we are trying to make sure that we're catering to the right number. We are expecting a great turnout. And I can also share a snippet with you and say to you that in terms of the actual event itself, like I said, we have a number of different speakers, but we also, of course, are going to be having a performance. President Bodden was very passionate about the arts, for example, so there's something special to see there. And what's also important for Cayman to recognize, something has taken place that has never been done before, so it's a historic event in that President Bodden is going to be recognized, first time ever, as President Emeritus.
Wow.
So that's a special part of the celebration that Cayman is hearing about for the very first time, and that has its own special part in the program in terms of how that's done. And I can say to you that it's going to be a special event and one that you want to be there to witness in person.
So well deserved, and congratulations
Absolutely.
for those making that decision. Now let's turn the mic over to Dr. Livingston Smith, who's Vice President and Provost at UCCI. How is UCCI preparing? How is UCCI preparing? It's one thing to hear it from Mr. Rich side from the UCCI Board of Governors, but how is UCCI preparing for that departure?
As you can imagine, it's quite a difficult point in the university's life when you have such a quality leader who we've had for 9 years. And even before that, he was a lecturer there.
Yes,
we need to
very much involved.
Precisely. And somebody who was instrumental in the transition of the community college into a university college.
Yes.
In fact, the legislation that was put in place was during his tenure as Minister of Education. So it's a point to reflect and a point to celebrate. So what we're doing, we're getting the word out as to the quality of leader Mr. Bodden has been. And we're also, at the same time, ensuring that there is leadership at various levels, so that the momentum that he started is not slowed down,
Absolutely.
but that the kinds of program that he initiated are continued. For example, his emphasis on STEM is combining that with the arts. Mr. Bodden's insistence that we know Cayman, is insistence that we teach Caymanian history and politics and society, that we understand the totality of Caymanian's culture in which we operate. Recently, you would have heard about a new initiative that he started called the PLA, the Prior Learning Assessment Initiative, and we could go on. But we're also celebrating his scholarship, which is a fundamental part of what he has brought to the university. It seems to me that Mr. Bodden has written the most about Cayman. All right? So we're celebrating that. But we're also saying to Mr. Bodden, you're taking a break from us. Your heart is really at UCCI.
That's right.
You know, so we do expect him after a little, break here and there to come back and give some other things to the university in a different capacity.
So what will you miss most about President Bodden's leadership?
Quite a few things.
Wow.
He had an open door policy at the university, so he was accessible. That was very important. We could go to him and talk about issues. Secondly, I'll miss the fact that Mr. Bodden had his hand on the pulse of the students, what they're thinking. He walked the campus. He talked to them. He knew, for example, if a student didn't have breakfast. You know, we were talking yesterday in our regular Monday morning meeting, and he said that he got some funds, and those funds will go towards ensuring that those students who didn't have breakfast in the mornings could go to the cafeteria and get some breakfast. So he had that pulse on what was happening to the students. And I think that was important in keeping him grounded, because after all, it is the students that come first. And we are seeking, whatever we do, they have to be in the forefront of our thinking. And so he did that, and so I'll miss that, and hopefully we're going to continue with that tradition, certainly.
He's definitely set the mark.
Definitely.
Which allows me to put you politely under the bus. What can the UCCI community, and by extension, the Cayman community, look forward in the new year at UCCI?
In the new year, we're going to be deepening and expanding what he started. Of course, we'll have a new president. And So the foundation having been set, we're going to expand on that. We're going to be getting the word out about what UCCI has to offer. We have programs that can take anybody from where they are, and bring them up somewhere else. We have, for example, certificate programs in various areas. We have associate degrees. We're going to be talking about the associate degree, for example, and how and the utility of that degree, what it can do for persons.
Right.
There are some persons who are more focused on other options, not realizing that a 2-year degree at UCCI sets a foundation. We give the students a breadth of education, even as they get depth. We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about STEM and arts and all those wonderful things. We're going to be focusing on spreading the word about the quality of our faculty. We have a world-class faculty, 3/4 of whom have PhDs, and many others are involved in trying to get that level of qualification.
Right.
So we're saying, why do you want to leave after 2 years? Stay right here and get your bachelor's degree. We're going to be talking about that some more. The new president, when she comes, she's going to be even more focused on having a conversation with society to see how can we get more resources for UCCI to do what it is doing, and to even do more and more effectively.
Correct.
And things that, I'll come back to that. So all of those things we're going to be talking about.
Definitely.
In the new year.
And we will talk a little bit about that and much more. But we got to take a short break. I have not forgotten Christelle, who's Director of Marketing, PR, and Alumni. I will hear what she feels about the departure and much more. Keep it locked to Radio Cayman's Business Buzz for more when we come back.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, sponsored by Cayman National Bank. Visit Cayman National Bank today for all of your financial needs. The Cayman Islands, he hath founded it upon the seas.
The Cayman Islands has a long history of supporting treaties and measures to counter the proceeds of criminal conduct. In 1984, we signed a mutual legal assistance treaty with the United States, agreeing to share information on traffickers and money launderers, and to provide assistance to apprehend offenders. In 1995, Cayman joined the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force, agreeing to voluntarily put our financial services and practices under scrutiny. Then the following year, in 1996, Cayman became the first British dependent territory to adopt more stringent measures against international financial crimes and proceeds of criminal conduct.
Radio Cayman's historical facts vignettes are proudly brought to you by Cayman National, with branches on all 3 Cayman Islands. Visit Cayman National Bank today for all of your financial needs.
It's more than what we do, it's who we are. We were your official bank of the quincentennial celebrations in 2003. We were your Bank of the Year 4 times. We were voted as the inaugural top employer in 2010. We were the inaugural Business of the Year awardee in 2017. Who are we? We are Cayman National, your local bank, proudly serving you for over 40 years. It's because of you that our journey continues.
That smells so good. Wow, looks delicious. Let me tell you, Grapetree Cafe is the #1 fish fry place on island. You can't see my plate, or? Yeah, and I'm looking at this menu and not only seeing fried fish, I also see roast fish, I see fritters, breadfruit, cassava, plantain, look here, wings, conch fritter, saltfish fritter and sauce, and watch, they even got chicken tenders and fries. And on Saturday, child, they even got chicharron. Plus, you got all the delicious local juices to wash it all down.
That's right. Grapetree Cafe here on the beach in Bordentown is loved by locals and visitors like me and my family. It is the popular weekend spot to enjoy the ambiance, great food, and soft island music. I'm returning home tomorrow, but I can't wait to return to the Caymans and enjoy the good food and island vibes at Grapetree Cafe in Bordentown.
Okay, wanna try to order up and come join me here so we can watch the sunset.
You may have heard of them by now. greenturtle.ky, a one-stop shop for your mobile needs, whether shopping for a new phone or topping up a loved one. It's time to hop aboard the Green Turtle Express. From 24-hour delivery in Grand Cayman to sending credit worldwide, GreenTurtle.ky is the future of mobile. Take a ride on the Green Turtle Express today. GreenTurtle.ky. They get there first.
Cruise tourism is a vital part of Cayman's economy. It is the government's responsibility to create an environment where our people can have an opportunity to grow and prosper today, tomorrow, and into the future. It is a myth that Cayman does not need cruise tourism. It is a fact that cruise passengers spend $200 million per year buying services from small businesses, tour operators, attractions, restaurants, and retail shops. Those funds stay right here, supporting our economy and communities. Support the pairs. Support our tourism.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, the business topics that matter, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. Business Buzz.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, and to hear more about the farewell event that takes place for Mr. Roy Bodden, who leaves UCCI. That takes place on Monday, December the 3rd at Sir Vassall Johnson Hall from 6 until 8 p.m. I'm pleased to be joined by Dr. Livingston Smith, Vice President and Provost, Mr. Anthony Rich, Chair of UCCI Board of Governors, and Ms. Crystal Sanchez, who we'll be hearing from, Director of Marketing and PR Alumni. So tell us, Crystal, when you look at how President Bodden is referred to by many faculty and staff as a transformational leader, in your opinion, what would you say are the most outstanding contributions he's made to UCCI?
When the president came to UCCI, he had a very clear vision of what he wanted it to look like during the span of his presidency. And he doesn't fail to tell us that on a regular basis. And part of that is building a collegial atmosphere and making sure that Caymanians are able to expand their academic and career, which is why he introduced, nursing, STEM, performing arts. He wanted people to see UCCI more than just a stepping stone to bigger things. He encouraged us to live that campus without borders philosophy. So he enabled our students to go on study abroad programs, internship programs, summer academies. And then they do so well. They do so well in an environment that is totally foreign to them, like Austria, Germany. And then he also brings in people from all over the world to come to UCCI and share with our students. And that is what, the STEM initiative is about. Right. We attract scientists, astronauts, different fields, and for our students to be sitting down face to face with these people that they would only read about in books or magazines, that it's something tangible, and our students really gravitated to that. And also it catches on because we, as people who work hand in hand with him, also capture that energy, and it inspires growth within the team and also as individuals, because we want to keep that energy. We want to keep up with a president who's always on the go.
Oh, yeah.
And because you have no choice. You have to keep on moving forward, too.
Which leads me to this. What is it like having him as a boss and colleague, understanding that you have worked on a number of projects with President Bodden?
So the president is a lot of things as a boss. He's a father figure, but he's also, like I said, he has his demands, and when he makes those demands, he is very clear. But he is with you on that journey. He's very hands-on, from conceptualization to launch to development. He's there every step of the way. That said, he also respects talent and hard work. So he gives you that creative freedom to do what you do best. And because of that, you buy into whatever that initiative is, whatever that project is, and you take ownership of it. And I think that is why we were we will be able to move forward with all the initiatives that he started. Because the mark of a great leader is empowering your staff, your faculty, to be able to take on the projects that you started so that we fully function when he leaves.
Now, just looking at the whole university, tertiary education, and more looking at the teacher's perspective, in a world where technology is changing so rapidly, will the role of teacher change, you think, or will learning institutions need to do more to keep up with the fast-changing world? What are your takes on this?
I think you should start that.
That's a very good question. I read a lot about this. I'm obviously also a teacher, a professor at UCCI for going 19 years. What we have noticed is that the fact that you have this information revolution, that you have students literally have the information you're teaching right on the computer.
Yes.
It doesn't mean necessarily, though, that they understand it. And so the professor's role becomes a bit different. It becomes a role of facilitator of learning, rather than just the expert seeking to tell you. All right? So the emphasis is more now on how do I lead you to become more critical thinkers? How do I assist you in utilizing the information in creative ways? Right. And the second thing, too, is that the professor now has to begin to think and rethink what he does. And has to consider methodology, issues of what you call pedagogy, because current students get very bored with the lecture. If you have an hour and a half to teach, you better have half an hour for something, and you need to break it down.
Yes.
So it does call for a greater level of thought about what you're doing, and a greater level of creativity on the professor's part. Because the students want to learn, yes, but they don't necessarily learn the same way you learned.
And the attention spans of the adults now are shortened.
Very much shortened. So the teacher also has to know, keep abreast of technology too, because technology can also be utilized in ways to enhance learning.
Exactly.
All right, so all of those have to be considered.
So in general,
I'm old-fashioned, so I still prefer a classroom environment, but I have to accept as I listen to Dr. Smith.
Do you still go for the chalkboard
not just old-fashioned, perhaps a bit older. But I do appreciate, in terms of the investments that we have made and continue to make in technology, that much is changing and we have to be able to keep up. I also think it's important, as we speak about education, that we consider too that in addition to the training and development we do at the University College, there are a number of students who are augmenting that training and going beyond that on their own, in their own homes, as they sit online and they subscribe to online courses. So it is changing rapidly, and of course, one of those things at UCCI is, we accept that the world is changing. We've got to keep up. Ideally, we'd like to be able to say that we're the leaders and we're spearheading the change. And I think keeping on the cusp of that evolution is a key part of what we have to continue doing.
So let's get some more persons interested in the programs. Share with our listening audience what programs are available at UCCI for students.
We're excited to tell about that.
I know. You started already.
Yeah, because we are getting the word out as often as we can that the university has something for everybody. Right. There's some persons who are more hands-on. We have a range of TVET-related courses for those persons. There are persons who just want to do a few courses. We have continuing education courses. We have courses which are presented from the professional development school. We have associate degrees in all the areas, the sciences, in nursing. We have just started a social work program, again, an initiative of the president. We have associate degrees in engineering and computer, in business studies, in teacher education, and we also have bachelor courses in those areas. And so we're saying to persons, come to UCCI, become a part of that institution, all right? And it is not just that we offer these courses. We have a master's course because we want to expand on our graduate offerings.
Right.
Currently, we have a cohort of master's students who are doing human resource management. And I was told by Dr. Stephanie, who's the director, that she has on paper another cohort to start soon.
Excellent.
And we're thinking seriously about starting an MBA program. We have some other universities which want to partner with us.
Wow.
Rotman is a very, very established school in Canada. Of course, we also do courses with FIU and other universities. All right. But having said that, though, I want to just spend a minute on the kind of philosophy of education that UCCI is grounded into. It is really the thinking that if you come to the university to do accounts, we're going to make sure you become a good accountant. But we also want you to be an educated accountant.
Oh.
So we expose that student to the humanities, to the social sciences, to the natural sciences, to the whole gamut of education. So the student leaves with an appreciation as to the nature of a complex society you're going to be a part of.
Yes.
You know,
realistic.
So precisely,
it's more realistic.
Precisely.
Preparing them
exactly,
better.
Exactly.
Because it is a little bit confining when you're in that just on the campus.
Right.
But when you get into the real world, it's a different.
Right. So we want the student to leave with account, but you also want them to when they leave, to want to read a paper,
yes.
to want to have a conversation about big issues.
Interpersonal skills as
well. Exactly. So those are the kinds of ideas which nurture our thinking and so on and our practice.
Now, in your opinions, and I mean, any of you can answer this, since Mr. Bodden took the helm at UCCI, what kind of growth have you seen in terms of student retentions? Let's say persons obtaining master's degrees and doctorates, that sort of stuff.
We haven't started doctorates as yet.
Okay.
But having said it, you are pushing us towards so
maybe
we'll have to
he whispered.
That. Definitely. Qualitative and quantitative expansion, certainly. I could speak quickly about the qualitative aspects of that. The president has, quantitatively, we're talking about our emphasis on accreditation. In today's world, people know, are you accredited? And I say, yes, we are accredited, and we are also expanding on that. Not just program, but also institutional accreditation.
Right.
All right. Qualitatively, because we have our faculty are being encouraged. In fact, the insistence is that go to conferences, build partnership, come and tell us what you're learning, write chapters for books, keep on learning. What are you doing? What new course are you doing? So that the professor is also constantly a student.
Right.
Which has to be the case.
Okay.
All right.
Quickly, Mr. Rich, can you again recap about the farewell event that will be taking place on December 3rd?
Absolutely. Thank you, Sabrina. I encourage all of you here in Cayman, Grand Cayman in particular, and of course their friends in the BRAC and the Little Cayman sister islands as well, to come out on December 3rd, Monday, December 3rd, from 6 to 8 p.m. at the University College, Sir Vassal Johnson Hall. We're celebrating President Bodden's term in office and what we call his retirement, I guess, as the President of the University College of the Cayman Islands. Please join us. It's going to be a very special celebration. Refreshments will be served. We have some excellent speakers who will be reflecting on President Bodden's term in office and wishing him well. And of course, as I said earlier on, we're also going to have a very special aspect in the ceremony where it's historic as well, where he'll be recognized as President Emeritus, the very first, of course, for the University College, and I think for us here in Cayman. So we're very, very proud of President Bodden, his accomplishments, his achievements. Come out and celebrate with us Monday, December 3rd.
Now, refreshments will be served, so we want our locals to RSVP, and that's something that we just, they know I come in. But they don't do the RSVP thing, so how can people RSVP?
We're encouraging interested members of the community to please RSVP to BOG@ucci.edu.ky. We're on Facebook at Facebook/official UCCI. So all of the details of the event are there. We also have an event page on our website. So there are many ways to reach out to us. You can always call 623-8224 as well.
I want to thank you all for sharing, and again, thank you for allowing us right here on the Business Buzz to put this spotlight and definitely promote this this okay. I don't even have the adjective to describe what an occasion it'll be. Yeah. But I'm so happy for President Bodden and saddened at the same time. But like you said, he's not going to go far. No. His heart will be there. Will be. Our guest this morning and sharing with us and telling us more about the President's Farewell event at UCCI were Dr. Livingston Smith, and he was joined by Mr. Anthony Rich and Ms. Christelle Sanchez. All the best to you, and I'll see you at the event.
Okay.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you.
Stay tuned for more of Radio Cayman's Business Buzz after the 8 o'clock news, where we'll be putting the spotlight on Flow. Yes, they have a new product in the market that is very different from what is being seen before. And I'm expecting Mr. Danny Tatum and Miss Carolyn Smith to tell us more about that, so you got to come back with us for the Business Buzz.
Thank you, Sabrina. And studio time now by Price Right is 8:01.
Price Right is Grand Cayman's warehouse shopping superstore, making your dollar go further with huge savings and no membership fees. Get more of the things you use every day at the right price. But it's not just grocery and health and beauty. Price Right has a full range of products from office to automotive, patio furnishings to kitchen appliances, and even electronics. And since warehouse prices mean savings for you, everything is priced right at Price Right, Grand Cayman's warehouse shopping superstore.
Access and information. Your community. News and information. Radio Cayman is your choice, your voice for today's biggest news. Radio Cayman.
With your latest news, I'm Karsley Fuller. Director for the Overseas Territories from the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, Ben Merrick, says he's impressed by a lot of what he saw during his whirlwind trip to the Cayman Islands.
My impression is of a territory where there's a great deal going on and a lot of really high-quality work across the piece, both within government, within the private sector, within all those working around the economy and the good governance of the territory.
Mr. Merrick says he works with all the territories in taking forward the UK's interest, but also the joint agenda of promoting economic prosperity, good governance, and disaster response, along with a range of other issues. This was his first visit to the Cayman Islands.
Undoubtedly, there are a number of challenges which you'll be aware of around issues to do with EU blacklisting, constitutional discussions that we'll be having. But I was really impressed, I think, by the sort of strategic approach that so many people have been taking.
Mr. Merrick said he was particularly pleased to see the work being done on child safeguarding. A community-initiated fundraising drive is underway for people affected by October's flooding and landslides in Trinidad and Tobago.
The decision to launch this appeal actually came from inquiries that we were getting from the public, asking what we were going to be doing for Trinidad and Tobago, if anything, what people could do. So it was really based on the community interest in assisting Trinidad and Tobago that we decided that would be something that we could, in fact, put forward to the public that would get support.
Cayman Islands Red Cross Deputy Director Carolina Ferreira says they have set up an account at Bank of Butterfield to accept funds now through November 30th. She says, as is their policy, they'll not be collecting any physical items, only money.
Sending items is not only cost prohibitive, but it's also, sometimes the receiving organization on the ground doesn't necessarily have places to store them, and it creates a lot more problems than it does good.
For more information, you can call 949-6785 or email dm@redcross.org.ky. And with everyone in a hurry to clear their incoming Christmas goods, Customs has expanded its hours the week before Christmas from December 17th through the 21st, and again after Christmas on the 27th and the 28th. Customs will be open to the public from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, but close on Saturday, December 22nd and the 29th. Customs official says this means you'll have an extra hour to make payments to Customs or do any other business necessary to clear your goods. Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC who will take us out of the newscast. I'm Karsley Fuller from Radio Cayman's newsroom.
BBC News with Charles Carroll. The French President Emmanuel Macron has outlined a wide-ranging strategy to move away from fossil fuels, despite nationwide protests about fuel tax rises. He said France would close all coal-fired power stations by 2022 and the number of nuclear reactors would be significantly cut. Mr. Macron condemned the action of some of the fuel price demonstrators as unacceptable, saying he would not concede anything to those who wanted disorder. The Russian National Security Service, the FSB, has released what it says are confessions by Ukrainian sailors detained during the seizure of 3 Ukrainian naval vessels and their crew near Crimea. In one of the video recordings, a man introduced as a naval captain acknowledged that the Ukrainian boats had been acting in a provocative way. 7 consumer organisations from across Europe say they will file complaints against the technology giant Google with their national data protection authorities. They claim that the way in which Google tracks its users' locations breaches EU law because of what it can reveal about their personal lives, including their politics, religion and sexuality. A Syrian man who spent more than 7 months living in an airport in Malaysia has arrived in Canada after being granted asylum. Since March, Hassan Al-Kontar has lived in a transit corridor of Kuala Lumpur Airport and relied on food donated by airline staff. The United Nations says that operations at the key port of Hodeidah in Yemen have almost halved in the past 2 weeks. A spokesman for the UN's World Food Programme said that shipping companies had been put off calling at the port because of the high level of insecurity. And one of the world's top environmental photographers has gone missing in northwest China's Xinjiang region. He's believed to have been detained by the authorities. Lu Guang has won global photography prizes for his work documenting toxic pollution. BBC News.
Access. What's happening in your community? News and information, music and more. You can find us. www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Radio Cayman is your choice, your voice for today's biggest news. Radio Cayman.
Cayman National would like to invite you to their 16th annual Home for the Christmas event, Tuesday, December 4th at 6 p.m. at their Elgin Avenue location. Celebrate the meaning of Christmas and ring in the holiday season with charity donations and festive performances by UCCI Pandemics, the Cayman Arts Festival, and Dream Chasers Cayman. Light refreshments will be served. Join Cayman National as they bring the community together this December 4th at 6 p.m. for the Home for the Christmas event.
Oh, this Christmas, Kirk Freeport is wishing everyone peace, love, joy, and $40,000 in prizes. Win one of the multiple $5,000 and $1,000 cash prizes just for shopping at your favorite Kirk Freeport store. Purchases of $100 before noon on Christmas Eve qualify for all remaining prize draws. There's even a Rolex watch prize draw on January 2nd, and loads of other great prizes. Peace, love, joy, and the island's biggest Christmas sweepstakes. Only from Kirk Freeport. Full details on kirkfreeport.com. Merry Christmas from Kirk Freeport.
Thousands of Caymanians work in our cruise tourism industry. It is a myth that Cayman does not need cruise tourism. It is a fact that 4,500 Caymanians work in this industry today as taxi and tour operators, boat captains and crew, restaurateurs, retailers, water sports operators, and ambassadors at our attractions. If our cruise tourism industry is half of what it is today, what are we going to do with our people, the thousands of unemployed Caymanians? Support the peers, support our tourism.
In financial news, world markets were mostly higher today despite U.S. President Donald Trump saying it's, quote, unlikely he'll hold off on raising tariffs ahead of a closely watched meeting with his Chinese counterpart. Keeping score, Germany's DAX index gained 0.3% to 11,381, and France's CAC 40 added 0.2% to 5,006. Britain's FTSE 100 index was flat at 7,037. Wall Street was set for a moderate start. Futures for the broad S&P 500 index rose 0.1% to 2,671. Dow futures also gained 0.1% to 24,621. Looking at Asia's day, Japan's benchmark Nikkei 225 added 0.6% to 21,952, and South Korea's Kospi rose 0.8% to 2,099, while the Shanghai Composite dropped less than 0.1% to 2,574. Hong Kong's Hang Seng gave up 0.2% to 26,331. In energy, benchmark U.S. crude shed 47 cents to 51.16 in electronic trading on the New York Mercantile Exchange. The contract added $1.21 to close at 51.63 in New York on Monday. Brent crude used to price international oils lost 45 cents to 60.03. It gained $1.68 to 60.48 in London. And in currencies, the dollar rose to 113.60 yen from 113.59 late Monday. The euro weakened to 1.1321 from 1.1327.
Hello, I'm Arthur Ebanks.
And I'm Angela Ebanks, owners of Savannah Pharmacy.
On behalf of the entire Savannah Pharmacy family, we would like to wish all of our Cayman families a very Merry Christmas and safe and prosperous New Year.
Remember, we're always just around the corner in Countryside Shopping Village with everything your family needs this holiday season. We look forward to continuing to serve you and your loved ones throughout 2019.
Motorists are being advised of road works today from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. on the Chris Global Roundabout, which intersects the Esterly Tibbetts Highway and Lime Tree Bay Avenue. The inner lane of the Chris Global Roundabout will be closed, and drivers are being asked to proceed with caution as the road work is carried out. That's the closure of the inner lane of the Chris Global Roundabout from 9 this morning until 4 this afternoon.
The University College of the Cayman Islands invites you to a soft launch of its Prior Learning Assessment Program, an initiative that seeks to help adult learners fast-track degree completion by awarding course credits for demonstrated college-level knowledge. On Thursday, November 29th at 6 p.m., join other adult learners and talent managers at the UCCI Sir Vassal Johnson Hall for a special keynote presentation, networking opportunities, and delicious treats. Visit the official UCCI Facebook page for details.
Your weather update after 8 is brought to you by Brand Source Home Gallery, creating elegant bathrooms with European-style fixtures and fittings.
Pleasant good morning. Time now for the latest weather report. Synopsis indicate light easterly winds and slight seas will continue across the Cayman area for the next 24 hours. Due to a weak pressure gradient across the northwest Caribbean. Radar images show isolated showers over the Cayman area, moving towards the west-southwest. Now, the forecast for the Cayman Islands today, calling for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers, and temperatures will rise to the mid to upper 80s. Your winds will be easterly 5 to 10 knots, and seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and temperatures falling to the mid-70s tonight. Your winds will be northeast at 5 knots or less, and seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. We're presently at a low tide, and the next high tide will be this afternoon at 1:16, and a low tide again tonight at 9 minutes past 8. Sun will set this evening at 5:44 and rise tomorrow morning at 6:41. And the outlook is calling for moderate northeasterly winds and seas from tomorrow morning as a cold front becomes stationary just north of the Cayman area.
Your weather update after 8 is brought to you by Brand Source Home Gallery, creating elegant bathrooms with European-style fixtures and fittings.
Brand Source Home Gallery has been appointed the exclusive Cayman supplier for Duravit bathroom products. Duravit is the leading international manufacturer of bathroom ceramics, tubs, and showers, recognized around the world for beautiful, functional products. Winner of top industry awards, Duravit collaborates with leading European designers to provide the most elegant and innovative bath products. If you're ready to bring style, comfort, and innovation to your bathroom, visit Brand Source Home Gallery to see the new Duravit showroom and meet the in-house bath designer. Whether you're planning a functional family bathroom or a personal spa retreat, browse the Duravit collection and be inspired. Brand Source Home Gallery, delivering a new standard in custom designed bathrooms. Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park.
Top of the morning once again to you, and time now to take a look what's happening on our roads. Coming off Agnes Way, just off the Linford Pearson Highway, little steady traffic. Traffic steady as well in some areas, busier than others on Crew Road. And traffic coming off of Bobby Thompson Way is steady but flowing. And on Godfrey Nixon Way and Eastern Avenue, moderate flow of traffic. On Shedden Road, traffic is light to moderate, as well as on Edward Street in front of the Georgetown Post Office. Busy traffic coming from the east heading to Georgetown. Extra patience needed this morning as you're heading down. On Shamrock Road and Linford Pearson Highway, heavy traffic. And traffic flowing moderately in both directions on the West Bay Road, especially in front of the Ritz. North Sound Road, moderate flow of traffic. coming from the West Bay four-way stop, no issues there as traffic is light. And heading into West Bay area towards the West Bay four-way stop, light to moderate traffic flow. And light traffic on Owen Roberts Drive. Huldah Avenue and Thomas Russell Avenue traffic is moving along moderately. And that's very latest on your traffic. If you see any accidents or incidents on Cayman's roads, give us a call at 949-6990. Buckle up and drive safe, Cayman Islands.
Stay connected and share your favorite holiday moments with Flow. Pick up the Alcatel A1 from $70 or the Samsung J2 Pro, packed with sweet features from $130. Every week you can win cash and prizes in our Cash Cube when you top up. Also check out our weekly top-up specials. Visit Flow's Facebook and Instagram pages to follow the deals. Plus, top up $25 or more for plenty chances to win great Flow holiday prizes. So make it Flow for everything mobile this Christmas. Visit discoverflow.ky for more. Terms and conditions apply.
Hopscotch Entertainment presents tribute to two of the island's greatest bands, Memory of Justice and Humble and the Meek, featuring special guest Freddie Jackson. Alongside special guest Naomi Cohen. This December 7th, 8 p.m. sharp at the Lion Center. Admission is free. Admission is totally free. Featuring special guests Rex and Impulse Band, Lammy Seymour, Edward Solomon, Regeneration Band, Molly and Brian, Gerald Rankin, Dexter Bodden, and Fire Squad. Donations are accepted. Sponsored by the Ministry of Culture, Miracle Brokers, Digicel, Radio Cayman, The Lobster Pot, JN Money Transfer, and the Cayman Islands Music Association. Freddie Jackson, live in concert, Friday, December 7th at the Lion Center.
You are my lady.
Cayman National would like to invite you to their 16th annual Home for the Christmas event, Tuesday, December 4th at 6 p.m. at their Elgin Avenue location. Celebrate the meaning of Christmas and ring in the holiday season with charity donations and festive performances by UCCI Pandemics, the Cayman Arts Festival, and Dream Chasers Cayman. Light refreshments will be served. Join Cayman National as they bring the community together this December 4th at 6 p.m. for the Home for the Christmas event.
In local sports, the PWC Junior Tennis Circuit for 2018 has wrapped up. It was organized by the Tennis Federation of Cayman and held at the Tennis Club. Following the format of Pro Circuit, the PWC Junior Masters Invitational Tournament is an invitation-only event for top-ranked players in each age group. As Radio Cayman's Andrew Harris reports, the tournament went smoothly, with the only unscheduled event being a one-hour rain delay early Saturday morning.
There was strong competition in all age divisions, with many matches running to a third set. Everyone was there to win, which brought some tight and enjoyable tennis for parents and spectators. In the 18 and under division, despite a finger injury, Jacob Booker won the title by defeating Jakob Neville in straight sets, 6-4 and 6-0. Lauren Fullerton prevailed over Oscar Bureau in the battle for third place, winning the first set 6-3. Due to injury, Oscar was forced to retire and unable to complete the match. In the 14 and under age group, Sebastian Bureau squeezed a victory over Rafael Wibora in a very tight match with a score of 3-6, 6-3 and 10-7. In the competition for third place, Ben Prelu defeated Digby Robinson at 6-2 and 4-6, 10-5 in another long and exciting match. In the 10 and under class, Albert Berksoy was too consistent for Malia Thompson, winning the title 6-2, 6-2. Leah Neverilova took third place as her opponent defaulted in the third and fourth place match. Andrell Harris, Radio Cayman Sports.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, the business topics that matter, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. Business Buzz.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. I'm your host, Sabrina Turner, as we put the spotlight right now on Flow. Yes, Flow has a new product in the market that is very, very different from what has been seen before. Visiting with us to share more are Carolyn Law-Smith, who is marketing manager of Cayman Islands, and she's joined by Mr. Danny Tatum, managing director of Flow Cayman. Welcome, and it's a pleasure to have you on our show.
Good morning, Sabrina. Good morning, Gail.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
So, because I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but when I'm in character, I don't mind you all sharing your secrets with me. Outside of character, I'm good to go. But tell us, what is this new product all about?
Well, what we are introduced to the market is quad play.
Okay.
We're the only provider in Ireland that can provide all your services, fixed line, TV, broadband, and indeed mobile. A complete 360 provider. So we decided to leverage that, right? When I say leverage, I mean give that all in one big bundle.
Right.
And because we got reach right across all the Cayman Islands, there's no other provider that can do that. And we haven't done this before. We've done something similar, which would be like a 3-play offering several years ago before we had the TV. And we decided just recently, probably in the last 6 months, that this is something we wanted to do. And from a cable and wireless flow perspective, we're the first in the Caribbean to offer this.
Nice.
Right? As normal, Cayman is the vanguard for the rest of the business. And we're happy that we could do that just before Christmas.
Excellent. So talk about why Flow decided to launch this product.
Well, there's a need in the market. If we speak to our customers, the customers are always saying, you know, I got a TV bill, I got a mobile bill. You know, guys, anyway, we can combine all of these because we were doing bundles before, but never with mobile. The mobile was always left out. And when we decided to do this, like I said, 6 months or thereabouts ago, we thought we could offer something to customers. Our customers, because a lot of people, they might have broadband with someone else or TV with someone else, but they had the mobile with us.
Right.
You know, we got the market share in that area. So when we decided to do this, we decided, you know, let's bring these people on board. Let's bring them back to Flow. They actually had service with us before, but let's bring everything back. So you have one bill, and you pay that one time, and you don't have to go about the different places to pay your bill. So we did it for convenience, and not only that, we did it because our customers asked for it.
Okay. So share with us some details as to what's included with this quad. Expand on it a little bit more, beginning with the features of Flow Evo TV, and I think there's a Flow to Go app as well.
There is. So, as Danny mentioned, is that we've actually put everything together in this one package and made it very affordable. Because if you take what you may be paying right now for mobile, broadband, home phone, and TV, it will definitely come up to more than what we're offering, right? The packages start from $199. And it goes up in terms of what's included, right? So the first package has a certain number of minutes, a certain speed. So like the first package has 20 megabits per second of broadband speed. And then it goes all the way up to 100, right? The mobile minutes change as well. We start at 1,000 and go all the way up to 5,000, right? The same thing goes for home phone and for the TV package as well, in terms of how many channels are included. The first package has 70 channels and goes up to 155, right? 150, and it depends what you're looking for. So, and what we've done actually with the package is that it's not just for one person, because we know that broadband and TV is for a home, right? So you can share the mobile side, you can share the minutes and the data. As much as 50 gigs of data. We allow from 3 numbers on one plan all the way up to 5 numbers on one plan. So it's a family plan, or it's a plan that for people in the same household that are willing to share the bill, and they share the broadband speed and the home phone and the TV service, but then they can also have individual mobile phone numbers, right? You mentioned the Flow Evo, and that is quite revolutionary for us in terms of having an app that you can use, whether you be at home or on the go. So today's world, everybody's streaming everything, right? So yes, we know you have your TV in your living room and you look at that and, the family gather around it, maybe once in a while, but not very often. But each person will end up having their own device and want to watch what they want to watch. And so with the Flow Evo To Go app, it allows you to do that, whether you be at home or on the go.
I find myself in bed and the TV's on, but I'm still on my phone.
Well, looking at us, I don't want to age us, but looking at us at the age that we are, the guys below us, the generation below us, and the ones below them,
right?
They don't watch linear TV sitting on the house.
Period.
Right? They watch that, well, for sports maybe, but what they do is watch TV on their
phones.
or their iPads.
Yes.
So, I mean, with Evo, that gives the ability for them to watch it anywhere. Now,
Right.
I'm not saying that you can watch Days of Our Lives at work, but if you want to,
You can.
you can.
But looking at your position, Danny, you must be careful what you're saying. But I get the whole point.
But it's all
yes.
about convenience. It's all
Yes.
about actually watching TV on demand. With Flow Evo,
Mhm.
the idea is to watch TV when you want to watch it, what you want to watch when you do, right? It's talking about, we're looking to change the whole landscape of TV,
Mhm.
right? Not
So you
just
could pre-record, you can rewind, you can cut it out the commercials.
Absolutely, right? But, I mean, ideally is the convenience of having it
Yes.
when you want it, right? Anytime you want it.
Right.
I mean, with the Flow Evo app, you know, if you forget to make a recording at home, you can go on the app and actually do a recording and you know, get home, it's there.
Nice.
Not only that, if you want to watch it on the go, I mean, this is me, and the guys know this, right? If you see me shopping in Foster's or Kirk's or,
Mhm.
you know, and Hurley's on a Saturday morning, I want to watch the Liverpool game, but I got to get the stuff, the food for the weekend.
Yes.
I got my phone in front of me
Right.
watching the EPL, right? Liverpool, you know, I'm
Yep,
watching
yep,
them all
yep,
the time. And that's all about
Hey.
convenience.
Mhm.
I mean, we're all about doing that. That's what we want to do. Give it to you when you want it.
Right.
You know, you don't have a schedule that you got to sit down. I mean, let's face it. Our lives are full of schedules.
Trust me. And
right?
deadlines.
And deadlines. So what we want to do is to make sure that your TV, your entertainment is actually when you want it.
Okay.
You know, if you want to binge watch on the weekend, well, you can do that too.
Totally.
Yeah.
What are, if any, the setup and installation fees? Can you tell us how does it all get into your home?
There are none. So that's what we've made really, really ingenious about this package for Flow Quad Play, is that we don't have any installation fees at all, whether it be for broadband or for the home phone, right? We give you a free wireless modem. We don't charge anything extra, right? You get that modem and we take care of it. If something happens to it, we cover the cost of it, right? If you, in terms of your we even give you a home phone to put in your home. You know, the one that you plug in so you
Yes.
can have it. So if you don't have one, we'll even give that to you, right? I think pretty much everything is included. We're not charging any extra for the home phone landline rental. You get that included. Everything. So once that price that you get, everything is included.
I mean, you might have noticed recently there have been people in the press talking about Cayman has the most expensive broadband in the region, or some of the most expensive in the world. What we're doing is answering that call to reduce our costs, and that's what we've done. We reduce our costs on the back end so we can produce prices that that customers can afford.
Now, is this for pre and postpaid, or are there any?
This is a build service.
It's a build
So
service.
it's all postpaid.
So it's
Okay.
all postpaid, yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit about relating to the speeds of this quad play package as it provides to internet access. Tell us about that.
Well, so the package that we offer, which starts at $199, it has 20 megabits per second, and then you can go up. We have a plan that has 30, 40, and then 100. Right? In terms of what we deliver, we have the widest network for broadband. We have not just in Grand Cayman, but the sister islands as well, right? We don't just only cover certain specific areas like 7 Mile Beach or Georgetown. We actually extend, or our network extends all the way to East End in Grand Cayman. We use technology, and based on demand in that area, we provide speeds to the specific areas. Or the entire network that we offer throughout Grand Cayman is actually connected to our communities by fiber. And in some instances, you may have where we combine fiber with copper, right? And I don't know if people want to hear about all the technology, but in fact, what we've done is a really great mix of the two to be able to deliver the kind of speeds that people are looking for.
I mean, on top of that, though, we are actually expanding our GPON, which is fiber network, right across the islands. I mean, it's a massive investment. A few years ago, we spent $30 million to do this upgrade, which was Upgrade Cayman. And we haven't stopped. The idea behind this is to actually bring as much fiber as close to customers as possible. So just expanding on what Carlin just said, all of the islands, since 1992, let's start from there. We've connected all our exchanges via fiber. When fiber was like something like space technology, we made that connection. And now we're expanding that to our customers. And it, as she said, is on demand, but the whole idea behind this is that we can just continue to expand. We build the footprint, and we can expand on that. And that's what we're doing. In fact, we're doing that now in the north side and the Cayman area. And then we're expanding in West Bay, and then we'll be expanding throughout the whole of the sports areas. And we're doing that as we speak.
Okay, good. If you're just tuning into Radio Cayman, good morning. You're listening and in tune to Radio Cayman's Business Buzz that is proudly sponsored by GreenTurtle.ky, Cayman Medical Supplies, and Grape Tree Cafe. Hearing more about Flow and has a quad play and innovative new product with packages, Flow Evo TV, mobile broadband and home phone services in one plan that can save customers hundreds of dollars. Subscribers can enjoy the convenience of one bill from one provider for 4 services starting from as low as $199 per month. Telling us more about that this morning are our guests, Mr. Danny Tatum, Managing Director, and Ms. Carolyn Law-Smith, Marketing Manager, Cayman Islands. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear a bit more on what is in store, and if you've missed it, a recap as well. Keep it locked to the Buzz for more.
Oh gosh. Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
Do you own a small or medium-sized business? If so, how concerned are you about managing your credit risk? Come out to a free public information session today, Tuesday, the 27th of November. Financial advisor Mr. Rael Borden will inform on how to improve your credit policies and collect outstanding debt. See you at the Chamber of Commerce, Governor Square, West Bay Road, from 5:30 this evening until 7:30 tonight, Tuesday, the 27th of November. These workshops are being brought to you in partnership with the Ministry of Commerce. You can register online at caymanchamber.ky or call 949-8090.
That smells so good. Wow, looks delicious. Let me tell you, Grape Tree Cafe is the #1 fish fry place on island. You can't see my plate, or? Yeah, and I'm looking at this menu and not only seeing fried fish, I also see roast fish. I see fritters, breadfruit, cassava, plantain, look here, wings, conch fritter, saltfish fritter and sauce. And watch, they even got chicken tenders and fries. And on Saturday, child, they even got chicharron. Plus, you got all the delicious local juices to wash it all down.
That's right. Grape Tree Cafe here on the beach in Bordentown is loved by locals and visitors like me and my family. It is the popular weekend spot to enjoy the ambiance, great food, and soft island music. I'm returning home tomorrow, but I can't wait to return to the Caymans and enjoy the good food and island vibes at Grape Tree Cafe in Bordentown.
Okay, wanna try to order up and come join me here so we can watch the sunset.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz, the business topics that matter, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz in our second segment, and we put the spotlight on Flow. They're introducing their new quad play, and telling us more about that is Mr. Danny Tatum, Managing Director. He's joined by Ms. Carolyn Law-Smith, Marketing Manager of the Cayman Islands. Now, for those who may just be joining us, just do a recap of exactly what this is all about and any other new products that is being offered at Flow. The Christmas season is here.
It is.
People need presents, and why not a smart device or devices?
Of course. So it's Flow Quad Play, right? And it offers the ability to package in one plan. And may I add, we've actually built these from the ground up. Yeah. This is not something that we had original plans and put them all together, right? We looked at specific needs and what was popular and what customers were asking for in terms of we've combined broadband. So that's internet access into your home, combined home phone, which gives you that security and peace of mind of having a phone in your home and not worrying about whether or not it's available and is it working or not. We've put in Flow Evo, which is our TV entertainment service, and we've also given you the mobility connection, which is a smartphone while you're out and about, being able to make phone calls and use the internet on your smartphone device. So we put all those 4 products into one plan, and we've made it super, super affordable, starting at $199, so that people can have access to the full telecommunications needs or desires it with one company, and the ease and convenience of that.
Now, for those homes, this is new. It's being launched right here. I'm quite sure you're doing a lot of promos on it. But for the household who's already, quote unquote, sat in their ways.
Yes.
They got their landline. They got their cell, their mobile line. Let's say they got a big old dish in the back.
Right.
What you're pushing sounds good.
It
but
is.
What are you telling me? I have to give up all of that to come to this package. How much interruption am I going to have? Don't fix what's not broken. That's not what we want to send.
I hear what you're saying. Well, we have the gentleman here who can tell you how easy it is to be able to put it all together.
To make that transition,
right?
Yeah.
To make that transition.
Yeah.
So, as it is right now, I'm offering you, or we are offering you, a deal. So if you got Dish, everybody knows how inconvenient that is. You got to have a U.S. credit card.
Yes.
You got the big space in the backyard.
Yes.
And sometimes you get no service because of rain. Or you got to keep them breadfruit trees cut down because it's blocking the dish.
Or the neighbor. Be very nice to the neighbor to remove theirs.
Very much so. Very much so. What this does is bring everything in the home one time. If you got broadband already with us, it's no problem to drop the TVs in. Right? And the mobile and the fixed line is already there. So there's no problem to do that. It is more affordable than having your dish, if you will. It's more convenient than having your over-the-top set-top box. And let's face it, guys, these services over-the-top are not legal content to be broadcast in the Cayman Islands. So if you got a moral bearing and you're talking about, okay, well, I want to save some money, but I want to watch this, the products that are not licensed through the ICT or off-reg are illegal, right? This is an opportunity for you to do the moral right thing and correct that by subscribing local. The monies that we get from all of the providers, and I speak for all of them right now, goes back into our community. They pay Caymanians. They actually invest in the Cayman and the future that Cayman has. When you subscribe to one of these over-the-top or even Dish, that money is immediately leaving the island.
It's true.
I get it. You got a lot of things to choose from. I get that.
Options.
A lot of options, right? But the money is actually leaving Cayman. So if you want to invest in Cayman, buy Cayman, and that's one of the things we push big time, is to buy Cayman. This is an opportunity to do it at a very good price.
Okay. For those who may not totally get the whole concept of what you're offering because it's almost too good to be true, but it is reality. This is no fake news. This is real stuff here. How can they get more information on this new quad?
So the best place to do, because yes, we have our website. You can go on there and check all the details, right? But the best place is to actually come into our store, or we can go to you, right, and explain it. There's no obligation to purchase. We don't have a problem explaining it all to you. You take your time, you think about it, right? Where our sales team, they can actually visit your home or your office at your convenience, not just only during 9 to 5. We can come later on in the evening. We can come early in the morning. We can even come on the weekend, right? Or you can come into one of our stores. We have them, and they're open different times. Some of them open until 7 o'clock in the evening, and like in Countryside up in West Bay as well at Heritage Square. So we make it really super, super convenient. And even if that doesn't work for you, you don't want anybody to physically come to you, you just want to talk to us, you can call our sales line. You can either, and I'll give you the short number, 949-7800, and we'll put you through to an agent that can speak to you about it.
Okay. In your individual capacities, what would you like to leave with our listening audience this morning, or definitely to hammer home? There's no problem with you recapping, because I think it is in everyone's best interest to make sure that they didn't miss something. We don't hear them.
Yes.
Telepathically, but because this is a matter of promoting Flow and the new product and other services that you provide, this would be a great opportunity.
So from my point of view is that we have talked to our customers. We gathered a lot of feedback from them in terms of what they found, and not just only our customers, but also the general public, in terms of what kind of things matter to them from a telecommunications point of view. And we've put these things, these packages together with that in mind, in terms of how much speed we offer, how much data is included, how many minutes are included, the ability to share, the ability to get more than one set-top box in your home for the entertainment side of it. The fact that we have so many different value adds that nobody else offers. For example, the Flow TV on the Go app, or the fact that you can manage your bill from an app or even online. There is no other company that gives you that kind of convenience and all those kinds of additional things at no extra cost. So that makes it really, really easy to do business with us.
Now the festive season is here. Are there any Christmas promotions that you may want to just give a little, when you got them presents under the tree, you shake? Yes. I'm shaking Flo right now.
Well, go ahead, Karen.
We have some amazing phones coming up, right? We all know that the new iPhone is going to be coming out. So please, look out for that. That's going to be coming very soon. So yes, Flo will have it, and we will offer it at some really great rates and options, including being able to spread it out over 12 months, so that if you can't put it all down at once, you can still have that cute little device underneath your tree. But then also people are actually going to be able to win just this package we're talking about, and you'll be able to win that for the entire year.
Nice.
We're giving away 5 of those in the holiday season, so you get your telecommunications, entertainment, and mobility for the entire year at no extra cost.
How do you sign up?
So you sign up for any new service with us, right? As an existing customer, pay your bill on time or in full. You get entered to win. And as a prepaid customer, because you talked about prepaid, you top up $25 or more, and you also get an entry to win.
Excellent.
Yep. I mean, just saying on the prepaid side, if you have a prepaid phone, you have broadband and TV with us, it's no big deal to take that across, that prepaid phone, no extra deposit, across to us now and do the quad play.
Right.
So this could be a gift for you. And once you have our services on the postpaid side, you can build that account, that new phone that you want over the 12-month period. I mean, as it is now with the iPhone, external forces dictate when we can launch, right?
Yes.
And right now Apple has dictated that the Cayman market got a certain date to launch. I can't even speak about the date until the 1st of December.
Wow.
But that's all carriers, not just Flow.
Yes.
Right? They say Cayman market has to launch at this date. These guys go through a lot of, I'm going to say, they go through a lot to make this happen. That is Apple. And this is the latest that we ever been put to launch, especially Cayman being the number one seller of iPhones in the Caribbean. But Apple dictated when we could launch.
Right.
And that's where probably are. They want to build the hunger, but we have a lot of phones. And closer to the date, you'll hear a little bit more about what we're going to do with those. Right.
Now, why Flow?
Why not? Well, let me just say this in my side. Quad play, that speaks to why Flow.
Yes.
Right? We're the provider of providers. That speaks to why Flow. We've been here the longest. That speaks to why Flow, right? Other than that, Flow offers the best network. We have independent studies done on our mobile network to say we got the best LTE network for the last 3 years. We got independent studies coming back saying that we offered the best speeds nationwide for the last 2 years.
Yes.
Right? So that's why Flow. Right.
And also, which is kind of in Danny's area because he's in charge of this, is that our customer satisfaction rates are very high. Yes, you may hear, as with anybody,
you have the odd.
You have the people that say that they've had issues, and of course we deal with those issues. But in terms of overall, and based on the market research that we've done and talked to our customers directly, the majority of them are very satisfied with the type of service that we provide, and they're satisfied with the kind of products that we provide and what we've included in them because they meet their needs, or sometimes even more than meet their needs, exceeds their needs.
Yep. And we continue to improve in those areas, right? I have a great customer care team led by Laurel Ellis, and fantastic work this young man does, and he's one of us, right? And again, when it comes to customer service, let's continue in improvement. We don't stop where we at. We understand we have the most customers, hence you would get the most complaints. But when we look at our customer service metrics, and we call a lot of customers around here. Our stores are tops. When we're looking at the satisfaction that customers have with our products, Whenever they say something is wrong in an area, we address it.
Mm-hmm.
And Airboarders know someone to call in Flow
yeah.
if you got a problem.
Oh, yeah. Now, going back to old school, and I know, it all depends on numbers, but customer care and customers' feedback is key. You think you'd ever go back to the days where you call 411, you hear somebody from here? You hear your own Caymanian when you ask for that number. Well, understanding that you can Google everything now, but you still have those people that call 411. Yeah. We want to know that they're in Cayman.
I would love to say that we would be able to do that in the short term or even in the long term, but there's certain elements that we actually will keep in Cayman.
Okay.
Right? And that is so that we can be close to our customers. The 411 gives us the ability to actually have 24/7, 365 coverage, right? Right around the region. Now, what we did was move things away from the Latin America area and put it in the Jamaica area, right? And some of it...
Relativity.
The whole thing is part of the regional piece, right? So in doing that, we improve our customer satisfaction. Will it all come back to Cayman? Well, there's a lot that comes back.
I'm quite sure.
But there's still quite a bit that's actually here, because we have a customer service team and they're available, including Saturday hours. But also what we've done with the customer service here locally is you can make an appointment, so you don't necessarily have to
go and wait
in the line. We also have what we call our Tier 2 support technology team. They're here on island as well, and we do have our techs that install the service and maintain the service. And that's also the direct contact that we have with our customers from a local point of view.
What about corporate? I don't think we said anything much about corporate. Anything in store for corporates?
Well, we have some new products for corporate, what we call our My UC product, which will actually be able to give you a business be able to give them the package of connectivity in their office. Sorry, I'm so used to saying home. In their office at also very affordable rates and using the technology of the internet to be able to provide that.
Yeah. So basically, what we're doing there is using the cloud-based technology we have to provide the service. So you don't have to have a discrete PBX sitting in your office. You'll have the features of that. Even if you're a small business, 4, 5, 2 customers or 2 handsets in your office, we have the ability to give you PBX-like service without the cost.
Investment of that.
And then we have the hospitality suite, which we give to the hotels. Right? And then if you're a bigger enterprise customer, we have another cloud-based service, managed service, that we can give you the same or even more with video conferencing, the whole 9. So on the business side, we got that covered. These products are evolving as we speak. And, we're rolling them out in Cayman right now.
That's right. But today we really wanted to highlight the quad play.
And Christmas.
And everything else coming in, because I know there will be much more in store for Flow in upcoming 2019.
Absolutely.
Well, Danny and Ms. Carolyn, thank you for being our guest. If there's anything more you'd like to say.
Well, the only thing I'll say, I probably won't be on Buzz for the rest of the season, is Merry Christmas, Cayman. Have a wonderful, safe time this time of year. And if you're looking for telecommunication products, Flow has it all.
Thank you. Ms. Carolyn?
Thank you for having us, and Merry Christmas for the season.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure. The Business Buzz is brought to you every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm your host, Sabrina Turner, and I'm just going to stick a little plug in here. The Prospect community will be distributing their alarms again. That's Wednesday and Thursday from 6 to 8 o'clock. You got to be resident of the Prospect Red Bay area. That's starting from Selkirk, heading east, just before the Flow Exchange, both land and seaside. You must bring your voter's registration, ID, or a current utility bill bearing your name and physical address that must be confined to that catchment area. It has been a pleasure. Until Thursday, have a safe and fabulous Tuesday.
Oh gosh.
Don't let the stress of taking care of loved ones get you down.
Home care, now made easier with Cayman Medical Supplies. 100% Caymanian owned. Cayman Medical Supplies now stocks a wide range of home care supplies. Hospital beds, all types of wheelchairs, including beach access wheelchairs, lifts, commodes, shower chairs, walkers, Curad brand orthopedic supplies. Free blood glucose monitors with the purchase of 1 pack of test strips, blue underpads, and a whole lot more.
Need home care convenience? Drop by Cayman Medical Supplies at 93 Smith Road, Windward Center, or call 949-6211. Free delivery.
From happy beginnings to happy ever after.
Brit K protects your lifestyle with the best insurance cover at the best possible price.
Health insurance with far-reaching benefits.
95% of claims settled in 5 days.
Low-cost life insurance.
And investments.
Security in retirement.
With a custodian pension plan.
For happy beginnings and a happy ever after.
Visit BritK.ky or call 949-8699.
BritK, where people come first.
You may have heard of them by now. GreenTurtle.ky, a one-stop shop for your mobile needs. Whether shopping for a new phone or topping up a loved one, it's time to hop aboard the Green Turtle Express. From 24-hour delivery in Grand Cayman to sending credit worldwide, GreenTurtle.ky is the future of mobile. Take a ride on the Green Turtle Express today. GreenTurtle.ky. They get there first.
Oh, Cayman moon.
The voice of the Cayman Islands, Radio Cayman.
Shining down from above. We love